Hi guys, Ray here from City Fan TV. Hope you're all doing very well. I'm joined by the man in blue, Bernardini from the Citizen channel. Is it blue or is it white where you are?
All white, mate. Oh, so it won't be long. It'll all be slushy very soon. But at the moment, it's lovely and Christmassy at the moment.
Well, I live up in the foothills of the Pennines, so there's plenty of snow about today. Inching my way to driving my lad off to catch his train. Very very dodgy outside driving wise. But yeah, we're here to give you another video. We're going to talk about KdB, Kevin de Bruyne. He's back. He's back. I don't think we thought he would have had this kind of
reject.
Chelsea reject, that's the one. But we didn't think he would have had this kind of impact when he came back. And it's hard.
It's early days. Early days.
It's early days. Let's not get also too much. But hey, we've got a dream, man. We've got a dream for that fourth league title. I mean, Liverpool are dreaming for their second Premier League.
It's amazing, isn't it? I was chatting this United fan. He's very, very United. You know, he's can't see anything wrong. And the first thing he says, "Oh, you're nothing without KdB." I said, I mean, all right, Barcelona were nothing without Messi. Last year it was Haaland. I mean, make your bloody mind. At the end of the day, of course you've got key players, and KdB's immense, and of course we're a better team with him. But it didn't stop us being top 2 or 3 all season without him. So what a stupid thing to say. But anyway, he shut up.
It's United fan, mate. It's United fan. It goes with the territory. But KdB, obviously, we saw his incredible performance against Newcastle in 20 minutes of goal and assist. And he basically panicked the Newcastle team. And hopefully that will spread across most of the Premier League. And teams will just, hey, KdB, have some points. Here you go. So it's going to be interesting. We're going to do a video, and please check that out, of what we think the team should be, the best first 11. But that will be something to come. And guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, and hit that bell icon so you're notified as soon as new videos come out. Now, KdB, he's been immense at City. Now, you get other fan bases who'll come along and say, well, Trent's got a load of assists at Liverpool and, he's not too far behind KdB, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Mo Salah's played 99% of the Premier League games when he's been at Liverpool and KdB's only played 65, so how can he be better than Salah and all that? It's a load of rubbish. It's based upon jealousy, and that's it. Any team would want KdB in their side. Any fan base. Virgil van Dijk, when asked who he'd want in his side, KdB. Enough said. How important do you think he is to this iteration, this version of City, now that we've lost senior players in Laporte, Mahrez and Gundogan, and Walker's a bit bobbins? We'll talk about that another time. How important, how crucial is KdB as a senior player and as a star player?
Yeah, I mean, we need, I think the last season, he wasn't fully fit at all, any real time in it. And of course, we still managed to do very well. Even though he wasn't appearing week in, week out, we did exceptionally well. But as you say, it's the aura of the guy, and it's the scareability that he provides. And he's been here. He's been with us a while now. How many years has it been with us?
It's 8.
8 years, yeah. So and hopefully we'll see out his career with us, unless he fancies a year somewhere to earn a few quid and keep warm. Nice and sunny climes. But it's just that aura. I mean, people like Yaya Toure had it at certain times, but for levels of consistency, as I say, apart from perhaps recent times when he has been carrying, I think, an injury and we've been forced to play him when he perhaps shouldn't have been playing, etc., etc. It's that invincibility of the team, how the team feels when you've got him in the side. We can be 2-0 down with 20 minutes left in a big game, and if you've got KdB, if you look back to the Champions League final, I don't think he was right anyway before that, particularly. And the fact that he got taken out against Chelsea in that one, if he'd have been on the pitch and we were awful that night, let's not mess about with it. We were crap, absolute garbage. But if you got someone like KdB staying on the pitch in that game with that thug hadn't took him out, there's always a chance we would have pulled that round. Even despite how crap we were. Simple as that. And that's what KdB is. That's the difference between having him on there, knowing he can do something, and whether he's coming on now at the moment for 20, 30 minutes, it doesn't matter. That's perfect, whether he plays 20 minutes or 100 minutes. It doesn't matter. It's just having him there. It's just that is the only criticism I've ever probably had of him sometimes is he gets too emotionally involved and too whingy. I've never really wanted him as a captain, although obviously he's because he's so up there, he should be captain. But I don't think his temperament is spot on sometimes. But that's a factor of wanting to win, which is okay. That's fine. But as a captain, I just don't think that sort of suffices for being a captain. But that's the only little small criticism. It's just quality. It's just absolute. You know, I think you think back to. You know, I can go back to Colin Bell, of course, people like that, and it just oozes that sort of player.
Absolutely, he uses class, but it's part of his makeup, and you've got to take some of the rough. There's plenty of smooth, so you've got to take a little bit of rough along with it.
No one's perfect, mate. I mean, I'm not perfect. You know, I know I try, but you know, no one's perfect. KdB isn't perfect, and the only lack of perfectness is the fact he likes to win, and he gets a bit miffed if he doesn't. Which is, I'm the same. I like to win things.
Okay, so we've got 4 or 5 months left of the season. Let's assume he stays fit. What difference is he going to make? How is he going to help to develop this City side? Are we going to play a different style, strategies with KdB in the side than without?
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, of course, the big thing is him and Foden now, because, of course, Foden's been putting it in and stepping up to the mark this season. Most games in the lack of KdB. We don't really have anyone else available. Someone like Kovacic, we've not seen it yet. You know, so really it's KdB and Foden going to be the key, whether they play inside forwards, whether Foden has to switch again or floats a bit more, or but it's just the actual fact of him being there now. It gives Pep a nice little problem, doesn't it? It gives us all a problem. We're doing a separate vlog about our best 11. But I think this now, whether he plays 30 minutes, as I said, or 100 minutes, this is the impetus for us to. We're going to have to play very, very well to win this title this season, incredibly well. Fortunately, keep KdB fit. We've got a chance. If we don't, then it will be a hell of a struggle.
I think it's going to be very tough. How do you compare KdB to the pantheon of legends we've had in the Premier League? You know, midfield legends: Eden Hazard, Frank Lampard, Gerrard, Salah, Ryan Giggs, even David Beckham. I'll chuck him in there. Paul Scholes. I mean, obviously, I expect you to be a little bit biased, but
I mean, if you take biasness out of it, they're all to some extent how I feel about KdB and you feel about KdB. Of course, Liverpool fans, Arsenal, whoever's the midfielder we're talking about, well, Chelsea fans with Lampard. Well, he was a City legend, Lampard, anyway, wasn't he? He wasn't a Chelsea legend. But of course, I mean, he's up. I'm not going to put anyone above anyone else, to be honest with you. I would, for me personally, KdB right up there. But we all say there's always a little bit of bias in there, and we watch these guys week in, week out. Don't forget. They watch their guys week in, week out. So if they're being honest and saying he's a great player, then I have to go with that, because I don't watch them enough to know anything. But I know the big games, who steps up for the big games, and we know certain players did and certain players didn't. So that's it, really.
I've got one more important question for you, and I think you'll hate me for this. David Silva or KdB?
Has to be KdB.
Woo! I'm still a David Silva man. I
love David Silva, but if it comes to a crunch, I would go KdB. Because if you want a free kick, if you want something happening, you've got to give it KdB all day long. And I love David to bits, of course, we all do. But it's just something about that aura. There's more of an aura about KdB than any City player in recent times.
I think KdB gives you that opportunity to change a game, that one moment of incredible magic, whereas David Silva was more, he played at a consistently high level throughout a game. He was a game changer, but not as big as KdB, I think. I'm still going with David Silva. I want KdB to do it for the rest of the season, do it next season. If he keeps that level of performance against Newcastle for the rest of this season and we win the league, hey, KdB all day long. But I think for me, he's got, David had those, was it 10 years on, whatever. David had that extra little bit. KdB's been here for 8. Get to the end of next season. If he's still doing it, then I might be tempted to change my opinion and go with the Belgian legend. Oh, other thing. I mean, do you think, he's now, 32 years old? He's, I won't say knocking on because, he's had injuries throughout his career. And he's missed, a chunk of City games, almost 1/3 of the league games for City since he's been here through injury and whatnot. He's now Belgium captain, the Belgian national team captain. He got that in 2023 when Eden Hazard retired. Sorry. Do you think how much of an impact is that going to have on his career at City?
I would love him to say, right, I'm not going to play anymore for Belgium. Of course he would, but that's as a fellow, as a person and of loyal to countries, etc. So you got to say, he'll play as long as he wants to play for me, and if it jeopardises what he does with us, that is it. That just happens. There's nothing we can do about it. Quite right. If he gets to a stage where he thinks himself he can't do it, then all fairness to him. But yeah, we do. He's getting older. We don't improve physically, do we, as we're getting older? So yes, there's more potential. He has had problems over the years he's been with us, of course. This has been the worst, probably, obviously, the last one. But yeah, it's not going to be perfect. We just have to go with the flow, mate, don't we? And just accept it. And all credit to him. We're lovely. He's had a great team in Belgium. He's had a great team there. They've not quite done it, have they? So whether they've passed that point of no return now, whether it's never going to happen, probably.
Maybe it's easy. Maybe it's easy to go, but the thing is, it's easy to leave because all your company's gone. Eden Hazard's gone. Lukaku's a bit bob, and whatever. But he's captain now. He's on 99 caps, so he's not stopping anytime soon on 99 caps. The Euros are in the summer.
When he plays for Belgium, he has a far not quieter game, but a bit more. Less physical with Belgium. He's a bit more, I get the ball, move it on. He's not rushing around as much like a scalded cat as he does with us sometimes. So,
but as I was saying, I think with the Euros, he'll do the Euros. Yeah. Then his focus he'll have to think, where am I now? I think after the summer, he'll probably take a step
back. He won't do a Messi, will he? He won't carry on till he drops, will he? On Ronaldo, he won't carry on for that scale. He's not got a physical thing for that anyway.
But as I said, if he's fit enough and he's contributing, and he says, "I want to get to the next World Cup," maybe
I'm not going to quibble over it. I'd love him to say, "Right, I'm going to concentrate on City for 2 or 3 seasons." But hey, it's what it is.
I think we take it, and everything we get from here on in from KdB is a bonus.
He doesn't owe us anything. He doesn't owe us personally, and he's paid us back many times. Hopefully, he'll pay us back a bit more. But he doesn't. He doesn't owe us anything, and we just owe him our loyalty and thanks, basically, as that. And he's still with us, so I'm sounding as though he's gone. No,
and let's enjoy KdB, the best, and I do mean this, the best midfielder the Premier League has ever seen. After David Silva, the best midfielder the Premier League has ever seen. Bernard, thank you so much for joining me. Keep it here. See you around, Blues.